What? What she said?
That's them doing that. That's them over there doing
I can't go directly tell them anything
that.
because what
No.
if somebody down the way start popping firecrackers and then they'd be like,
Yeah.
okay, you told me something and not nobody down the street. It's like I can't control it, so it's definitely triggering. I mean, I did take my anxiety
Yeah.
medication,
Yeah.
got my headphones on.
I gotta cook, so I can't do that right now. But once I finish everything, yeah.
Hey, people do. Oh, you winking at me? You so sweet. Mm. Glad I didn't get woken up to it. Damn, it's still daylight. They starting early as fuck. Well, when you have PTSD and you've been shot at, I wasn't shot at in the military, but I've been shot at before. And I've also had an event when I was in Atlanta. I think it was New Year's, and these folks took me over to this dude where he had a big old long black gun, and he was standing right in front of me shooting up in the air, and I was begging and pleading him to stop. And he was just getting his rocks off, was just shooting that gun in the air. But I think maybe since that incident, it triggered me. And then hearing incidents of, it was some years ago, a stray bullet hit a little girl in church and killed her. Because you know how like people go to church on New Year's to bring in the New Year, and people was shooting guns and fireworks, and excuse me, they shot the fireworks and it killed the girl. And then it was an incident where before my husband became my husband, um, I was walking to the store to get some. Actually, me and him some sodas and some chips and some knickknacks from the store. Because mostly when I go to the store, I don't just get for me. I get for me and whoever's around. And some cigarettes and shit like that. And I felt something hit me in the foot. And I looked back and saw him laughing. I thought I got shot in the foot. And I'm like, you think that's funny? Like, I just got shot in the foot. And I looked. And then he shot off another one. Kind of found out he was shooting fireworks. And intentionally hit me in the foot. I told him I didn't want to be with him no more. So, um, what happened? I went back in the house. No, I think I did go do what I was gonna do, or I think I went back in the house, or something happened, and my foot was hurting like a motherfucker. And he hit me with one of them big old loud explosive firecrackers too. And them ricocheting, shooing like one of them hoes. And it popped me in the foot. And so all of a sudden, Candy come running down the stairs, freaking out that Dwayne's trying to kill himself. And so he come downstairs, he didn't cut himself all up, talking about some, look at what you made me do. And so that type of stuff right there pisses me off a matter of fact, that leans into another subject of him telling people I forced him to marry me. It was the other way around. That's what I say about these narcissistic people, matter of fact. Because I grabbed him by his shirt and hemmed him up, and I said, "You not finna force me to just be with you and try to manipulate me. If I don't want to fucking be with you, I don't want to be with you, but you're not about to sit here and do all this crazy shit." Talking about some, he gonna write a note, and when he died, he gonna say Brandy did it. It's Brandy's fault, or whatever he said he gonna say. Talking about, look at what you made me do. I'm like, dude, you cannot make me be with you if I don't want to be with you. But he was always doing crazy shit, like trying to lay out in the middle of the street, trying to get hit by a car, trying to act like he about to drink bleach. And people kept telling me, Brandy, he will be all right. And I kept saying, but what if he kill himself for real? I don't want that on my conscience. And they kept saying, he will be all right, girl. Ain't nothing wrong with that boy. And I kept saying, no, if that boy kill himself for real, or if he's just playing and a freak accident happens where he actually does die, I do not want that on my conscience. I'm already scared of death and triggers, and then the backlash of people blaming that on me, and not people not believing me of what's actually happened and stuff. Nah, I don't want that shit. So I did. I grabbed him by his shirt and pushed him up against the wall and hemmed his ass up. Like, boy, quit playing with me. Don't do this. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that really pissed me off. Like, I thought I got shot in the foot. And it was a goddamn firecracker. But to intentionally do that and thought it was funny, that was pretty sick. Um, and he got mad. I told him I ain't want to be with him no more. And he gonna go cut himself up. Talking about some, look at what you made me do. But I was like 19 still. So to me, my dumbass thought that was love. He kept saying he couldn't live without me and all that dumb shit. And I don't know what I would do even at the age of 37 if that situation was revisited, or if that situation happened at the age of 37 and not 19, how I would have responded. But it's kind of fucked up how he was acting like he was going to kill himself. And me not knowing that he had a master plan behind the whole thing, because he knew I was about to get money, or come into a lump sum of money. Had just came into a lump sum of money, spent that, and then about to come into another lump sum of money. And then a couple of years later, came into another lump sum of money. And then it was just him just fucking all my money up. Just splurging the shit. Even they had me on the medication. I wound up in a psych ward. You talking about I had almost $6,000. Him, my friend, and my brother. That boy probably had a hand in spending my money too. They come tell me I got $700 left. And I had a whole daughter at the time. But yeah, these fireworks, they get pretty intense. They be sound like they right there by you and stuff like that. and I'm trying to maintain like self control. Like I got my headphones on. I'm making a video to talk right now, but I'm gonna go back to listening to my videos or music or whatever I got going on, and I'd rather listen to some mukbang with people chewing and smacking their food than to listen to firecrackers. I don't like stuff. That's why I don't watch scary movies, because I don't like stuff that's gonna make my heart just jump. I don't like being jostled like that. That's why I didn't like basic training, because they yell at you, scare the shit out you, and you can't freak out. You can't pop off at them, because if so, you're gonna go to jail. Like, you just have to take that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to, like, you have to be calm, or else, like, you can't cry. They're gonna get in your shit. And my nickname was Crybaby in basic training. It was. uh, China got some steaks in the oven, some chicken, um, some hamburgers. Uh, she finds some shrimp. The chicken and the let's see, the chicken and the burgers. I'm gonna be putting barbecue sauce on mine. And I'm gonna cook some baked beans and some sausage. But I'm cooking big like that because didn't it say it's like a 2 day event this holiday? Like tomorrow ain't nobody going to work either, so I'm gonna celebrate right with them. Um, I wish I would have been able to have been outside grilling, but the laws is kind of confusing on where you can really actually grill in this apartment complex, and I got bad problems. I'm not about to be sitting here toting no grill upstairs and downstairs. And people might say, well, get an indoor grill or get a George Foreman grill. It's not the same, bitch. I like that charcoal type vibe. I do. I like the charcoal type vibe. Um, Even though I did buy some certain, like I bought like liquid smoke and um, certain seasonings that'll mimic a charcoal grill and stuff like that. But that's the closest I'll be able to get. But I'm not gonna eat all that in one set, and I might eat like this over here today and that over there tomorrow. But um, feasting, I kind of thought about like doing a mukbang, but people don't understand mukbangs. They've even commented on my channel talking about I eat like this and that and eat like this and that. When I can't control the way I chew because my mouth fills up full of saliva for whatever reason. When I chew, and it kind of makes it feel gross when I'm trying to chew with my mouth closed. And I have a brother, like I said, y'all think I eat gross. You got to see him eat. So, mukbang, I've been watching mukbangs, and I don't even know what drew me to watching this shit. I think when I seen these Korean people do this seafood type shit, and then I got intrigued and started watching them do more videos, and then I don't know what's peaceful about it. I'm like, I got to be bored and ain't got shit to do with my life to be sitting here just watching some people eat. And in a gluttonous type way. So, um, yeah, so I don't think the type of audience that I have would enjoy me doing something like a mukbang type deal. So um, I just eat my own way that I prefer to eat my own privacy. Because, like I said, when I try to chew with my mouth closed, my mouth fills up with saliva and then I wind up drooling. So I chew with my mouth open so that air could hit and could dry some of that out. I think that's why my brother chews the way he does as well. I've tried chewing with my mouth closed. It feels gross. It feels nasty in my mouth. I know that the saliva is designed to help you break down the food, but I think I produce a little too much saliva. It's just the nature of the beast. So, ain't that some shit? Well, well, I appreciate the courtesy of them calming down the fireworks once I hit the record button to start recording. But that's that opposition. I don't be saying that the gang stalkers wait till do it. No, I don't do all that. I just be like, that's that opposition. I appreciate the courtesy of once I hit the record button, they were on and popping. And it's just coincidentally, once I hit the record button, they calmed down with the fireworks. Maybe they popped them all, but I'm grateful that they did stop because, oh Lord, yeah. These got 8 speakers on each side for these headphones. Been having them since like maybe 2017, and they still rocking strong. And they come from the country China. They come from China, and they still rocking strong. So, uh, not sure if I remember any other fireworks incidents. I mean, I do remember when I was a kid that I used to like fireworks. I do think that when I went to Mississippi and it was at nighttime and they was shooting fireworks one night, me and China went running, ducking, and one of us said, "There's some it's fireworks loud," and one of us was like, "Dang, fireworks! They shooting!" And well, we went to fucking ducking. I remember when I was in Bible class. I was in the Air Force, and there's this very nice man I used to ride with. Um, he used to get a ride as well. We used to sit in the back seat, chop it up, and chat and stuff. Matter of fact, it was a one way that he taught me how to pray. Anyway, and it helped. Um, but I think now that I have a better understanding of things, I have to pray differently now. But at that time, it worked because now we went on from testing to having confidence. But anyway, the guy was telling me he was in the military because he was in the military too. He was a vet. He was in Shreveport out there in Bossier City Air Force Base, Barksdale Air Force Base, Bossier City. And we riding in the car. And he's telling me this story about how he was riding the plane in Japan, and he said he was looking down, and he said he saw nothing but beautiful scenery, and he's like, oh, those some beautiful fireworks. And he said, somebody said, fool, that ain't fireworks, they shooting. It was like a war happening. So, and then I guess because I had control to turn the volume down, stuff like that. I saw this video last night of somebody actually shot a fireworks shop on fire by dropping a lit cigarette. And at first I was laughing because it went from the store just shooting fireworks and people was just walking by casually. And all of a sudden it went from the store being fireworks shooting out the store to that whole bitch blowing up in flames. And I was like, oh, that's not funny no more. I hope everybody got out of there and made it out there safely though. That was crazy. And see, that's that opposition. Watch when I turn this down video, they gonna get back to the fire with them boom, boom. But I remember this one time, it was this girl named Frances. She was the one that gave me the idea to put my headphones on. It helped me uh, come outside during that time and relax and sit outside and chat with her or whatever. Other than that, that girl was crazy. She was a stalker. She was weird. Had a little crush on me. She was crazy. But to the point where the girl walked up and China face it to her, she gonna shoot her. And I had to tell her to her face, yeah, I saw your little gun, but who you think you about to shoot? You gonna be shooting her for nothing. You might as well shoot me too, cause you ain't getting this over here. Mm-mm. I don't want you. I don't want you. Man, that girl was doing weird stuff. Even the neighbors was telling me the girl was creeping in my house 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, cause I would hear Pippa barking at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, and then I hear something go do 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 running down the stairs. So it kind of had me scared, to knowing that the girl actually did have a gun. Cause she took me to her house and I saw the gun, and to know that she was creeping at my house and trying to use her little stepson to knock on the door to make excuses. And after I told her, don't come by my house no more. I don't want her around my house. I don't want no dealings no more. One day that girl came by my house. I was cooking macaroni and she fucking dug her hand in the macaroni like a whole handful. And I said, don't you ever do that shit again. You lost your fucking mind? Like if your teeth look like that, you got some dirty ass fingernails. Like at least before I cook, I try to make sure I wash my hands and try to make sure my fingernails are clean or as clean as I can get them before touching food. But I'm not gonna go to somebody's house and dig my hands in a pot like that. That's just like not normal. But I don't know who was more not normal. People in Virginia or people here. Like when they come to your house. Yeah, so certain instances, you had to learn like that old saying, keep people out your house. Yeah, I don't care how, but uh, how I met that girl was she was supposed to, and this other crazy chick too. Uh, them people were supposed to be China friend, and I don't know. China never expressed to me or told me how she felt or anything. China just smooth cut them off. She just smooth cut them off, didn't say shit to them, just smooth cut them off, and kind of like they started gravitating more toward me. And I'm like, I don't want to be, no. I know I'm not the I'm not no, I'm not all normal and all that shit either, but there's levels of crazy, and they were it. The one girl sat there and tried to get me to be vegan and left me hanging. And my blood sugar and blood pressure went up. I'm like, you can't just sit there and do that. And then she was like sitting there saying that because she went vegan, all mental problem, her mental problems went away. And then she turned around and came with me one day to get some Boston Market and was eating the hell out of some damn ribs, talking about she vegan. I'm like, yeah, like, does she think that that's fake meat or something? She like, I want some ribs today, bro. I'm like, maybe one of her think that she want ribs. That was that chick Shaquan that came to call herself trying to get sick on me that day. That chick Shaquan called herself being a vegan. For I knew it, they had locked her ass up in the psych ward. We ain't see her ass no more. I don't know what happened, but it was intriguing. She had me going, making it sound like being vegan is the best way to go. It heals all your illnesses. Talking about she's a woman of the sun. And it did. Like, her skin was glowing. Like, we'd be sitting there, and I'm like, I don't think she cute and all that, like, sexual type of way, but the way that the sun would beam on her skin and had her skin looking, it was just beautiful. So maybe veganism is got something going on with the veganism somewhere. But the way my body's set up, and maybe these medications, I've tried eating vegan foods, and it just don't do it for me. It just don't. It left me feeling deprived. I was sicker trying to eat it. She wasn't showing me the right food combinations or right way how to go about it, and I just was hungry, deprived, but yet my blood sugar was high, my blood pressure was high, and I'm like, wait a minute, okay, I'm doing something wrong. Or maybe that's just a thing of you go through that first and then it levels out. I don't know, but I mean, I gave it the good old college try, trying to go vegan, and she just left me hanging. And I was like, wait a minute, this spaghetti tastes kind of sweet. How you gonna go vegan, but you got a shitload of sugar in this spaghetti right here? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, yep. That's me talking about fireworks that led into other things.